your gangster flex. Baby, it's all about the sex. Me just love your boom.
What's good, family? Smash the like button and subscribe. Wow, this is truly peak, you know. This is truly peak. Joe Saunders fans are sick. In fact, you man are missing. You man saw this video and thought, you know what? Not today, YB. I don't fancy being another Don lined up on his knees with a YB's bust right upside your bonnet. You know, it's too funny. Yeah, obviously recently, yeah. Before we go into today's video, I've noticed a few man who say, "Oh, YB, I don't like the fact you keep mentioning people having bust on their face." Listen, that's because it's you with a bust on your face. Yeah, because listen, what we do know is the YB ain't got no bust, not even a little bit on his face. Yeah. So if you don't, that's what you might need to start doing. Yeah. If you don't like the whole, got a bust on my face, stop making bad calls. I told you. I tried to. Not even just told you. I showed you the evidence months ago. About a month ago now. A month ago. The YB and all of his generals told you, Billy Ho, Eddie Hearn, MTK, the Shilaloa cartel, yeah? The Shilaloa cartel. No doubt. El Trapahan. Tried to tell you. It's one big cover-up. Eddie Hearn got, oh, you know, it's free broken this, free broken that. Giving it all that he was, Eddie Hearns. Eddie Hearns was giving it all that. I tried to tell you. Paid shill. He was paid to shill for Billy Ho. To set the rematch up. Yeah? Oh, no, he was in hospital. Eddie Hearn paid for the ambulance, do you understand? The promotion pays for the ambulance to sit there. It's paid for anyway, whether it gets used or not, the ambulance must sit there in case of an accident. Eddie, I've heard the tape. Eddie Hearn said to the ambulance man, yo, drop Billy back to the hotel. That's what happened, no doubt. Billy went straight back to the hotel, and that's why we didn't get no, like, for example, we've seen Tyson Fury with his eye cut in hospital. We've seen everyone. I've seen Molly McCann, UFC GOAT, yeah, True Warrior chick. Seen her in hospital. Everyone else was seen hospital. Billy Ho, Big Mouth, Mister. How many videos have we seen now of Billy Ho in his G-Wagon? Hundreds. But what, you couldn't, over the last the week he was in hospital, you couldn't put one video out? Oh no, you couldn't, could you? Mr. Big Mouth, Mr. Social Media went missing for 3 weeks, and now he's popped up. Like we've all just forgotten. Like, what's that about? Like, no update, no nothing. Just putting the same dead video out and the same dead song out. Trying to ruin an all-time classic song as well. With your goofy looking ass self. The fans don't want to see you turning up on Snapchat, Billy. You're forgetting you went who you thought you was. Do you understand? Before that fight, you may have been someone. Now you are washed, yeah? And the fans don't look, or any fans you got left, even them, man, don't look at you the same. Because I'll tell you why they don't. Because they've got they've got a little piece of bust in their eye right now. They can't even see you a bit. Yeah? What we do know is, your fans shilled for you, just like Eddie Hearn did, but the difference is Eddie Hearn's paid to shill. I had so many goofy fans in my comment section. Oh, YB, what are you talking about? It was so bad, and oh, Billy's a warrior for carrying on for 90 seconds. Oh, YB, what do you mean you couldn't see it? Couldn't see it? Well, you show me then. And this, I got another one for you, yeah? That was no whatever lie, yeah? When I leaked the video about 2 weeks ago, yeah? About 2 weeks ago, the first video of Billy Ho having no marks on his face came out. Anyway, 2-2s, yeah? Some goofies said, oh, YB, YB, the eye is the wrong eye. It's the Camp Billy Ho. All these, no one ever lie. All these goofy desperate dons. Oh, YB, it's the wrong eye, and Billy Ho took the video and inverted it. Oops. So, and that's why on this one, yeah? And that's why on this one, the profile picture I used, or the DP, whatever you want to call it, for this video, yeah, I highlighted both eyes. Because what you man gonna say now? Oh no, YB. The thing is, it wasn't that eye. It was Billy's eye from the 4th dimension. Oh, YB, you can't see the eye that he got hit. The eye that Billy got hit on was in the 6th dimension. You can't see. So is that what you man gonna come with next? Because listen, there ain't no amount of inversion. Show me. I can't wait to see what you man come up with now. Oh, YB, it was inverted, and this left, and is the right. Now what then? Because all I know is, yeah, let's not worry about no inverted. Let's not worry about no camera tricks. I see a left eye with no marks, and I see a right eye with no marks. So which one? You know what I'm saying? Which eye was it? Yeah. Oops. And this is the problem, you see. When you start shilling for people, you end up... Oh, I'll tell you where you end up. Yeah. There's a whole... Trust me, there's a few men that know where you end up. You end up on your knees, looking up, and Billy and the YB, both of us, both, to be fair, yeah, one of them ones. You man end up on your knees, looking up, opening wide, and one of them ones, one of them ones. That's what you man, I told you before, you end up pulling off one of them dentist ones, opening wide, for the YB and Billy. Yeah? That's what happens. And now you man, and like I said before, you man saw this video, it's a Friday night, you thought, you know what, the last thing I need right now is a face full from the YB. I'm just going to leave this video right there. And you man did the right thing, to be fair. Don't get me wrong, I'm sure there's a few dons out there who couldn't resist. Yeah? Some of you lonely looking ass dons thought, you know what? You know what I'm saying? Some of you quirky dons, some of you fruity tooty dons probably looking forward to your Friday Facebook. But trust me, there's a few man who are sour right now. There's a few man who saw the video and thought, you know what, I can't take a face full from the YB, not now. Yeah? And like I said before, listen, YB, we're sick of the boss references. We're sick of taking the face for, well, whose fault's that? Yeah? When you man stop shilling, when you man stop making dead calls like, YB, when are you going to apologise for the Fury? YB, you was wrong about Fury and AJ, oops. Huh? YB, you was wrong about Billy Ho's injury, oops. Yeah? Yeah. I'm starting to think there's a few fruity dons on my channel, you know. I'm starting to think there's a few fruity dons on my channel, no doubt. Yeah? Because what we do know is, no matter what happens in life, it's always a bag of man. Isn't it? It's always a bag of man who ended with a face full from the YB. Because listen, what we do know is, yeah, Billy's prancing around. This is how much he respects you, man. I actually predicted that, you know what? Billy's going to hide for about 6 months because he ain't going to want to disrespect his fans. He made it 4 weeks, and he thought, he fiends. And this is the thing as well. He knows there's so many thirsty, desperate dons out there that will accept him back. That he don't care. I thought you man had a bit more to you. You know what I mean? We've heard about all these bare knuckle dons. Bare knuckle. They never forget anything and they never let anything go and they're really about principles. Where's the bare knuckle principles? Billy Ho put a video out earlier today and he was chilling with all of his bare knuckle dons. How does that work out? Where was the principles? Yeah? Oh, you know, when something happens in the bare knuckle community, they throw you. I thought Billy meant to be thrown out. He jacked and he quit. Yeah? That's meant to get him thrown out of the tribe, innit? What happened to all that going out on your back and whatnot? He didn't do a bit of that. So again, we've heard about all this bare knuckle that. You dons are on your knees, no doubt. The bare knuckles are basically a bag of man on their knees, yeah? Who got a big face full from Billy. Because that's how much he respected you. He couldn't even respect you man enough. He had to say, you know what? Yes, Eddie, yes, MTK wheeled Eddie out to shill about my stage 4 injuries. Yeah? To shill about my terminal. But the way Eddie Holmes was going on, you know, I spoke to the surgeon, rang me in the early hours of the morning, and it was touch and go, and we weren't sure if he was going to pull through, and giving it what that Eddie was. Trust me, Eddie was going hard for Billy. And after all that, Billy couldn't just think, you know what, the way Eddie was shilling, the way my fans were in YB's comment section defending my injuries, and no word of a lie, there was dons in my comment section telling me, YB, I can't believe you're saying this, Eddie, Billy was 1 minute, was 1 second away from never seeing his kids again, and Billy nearly, if it wasn't for the amazing surgeon, he was going to go blind, and YB, I can't believe you're saying this about a blind person, and that's what everyone was doing, and that same man, he could have said, you know what, my shieldons, the last thing my shieldons need right now is a faceful from the YB. Let me just settle myself. Let me respect my shieldons enough to lay low for a minute. Oh, no. Not Billy Ho. Billy Ho straight onto the Instagram. And this is the thing as well. 2 weeks ago, like I said, he put a video out, yeah. And fair play, he covered one eye. And like I said, listen, he covered one eye. So again, you shieldons was able to come out and say, it's inverted, and YB, it's a 4th dimensional eye. That's why you can't. And now look, a week later, 2 weeks, 10 days later, he thought, you know what, sack that off. I'm just gonna line up all my shieldons on their knees on a Friday night. You know what I'm saying? And now YB gonna, you know what I'm saying? What am I supposed to do? You know, how have you got people coming at me? Oh, YB, you're out of order. Stop lining up Billy Ho's fans. You know what I'm saying? Stop giving them a faceful. YB, who do you think you are? Do you think you're a dentist? How can you be telling these man to open wide? My fault. What do you mean? What kind of attitude? So you're blaming a dentist. You're blaming a dentist for me telling man to open wide. I didn't put you there. I didn't put you on your knees. I didn't make you back a dead horse, did I? No one told you to deny the facts. The facts were Billy ain't go nowhere in the hospital. I brought you man the leaks. I brought you man the medical professional. I told you man. I spoke to the receptionist at the Texas Medical Center. No doubt. I rang there and said, yo, I'm a family member. My name's Mary Saunders. My name's Michael Saunders, yeah? I'm ringing in for a family member. They said, we ain't got no one by that name. I said, what about Billy Ho? Not about that. No, we got no one by Billy Joe, no one by Billy Ho. I tried all different ones. Not even one bit have they heard of him. Yeah? So, I tried to tell you. And now you got people kind of bringing my integrity into it. YB, I think you're a bit sus, but, you know, oh, you're acting a little sus talking about busting in. No, that's the contract we have here. The contract is, if you start to shill for someone, and you shill hard, talking about, oh, it's inverted and it's the wrong angle, and you end up, your man's just sold you down the river and comes out with both eyes on the camera, you best believe you'll be getting a faceful. You best believe Dr. YB will be telling you to open wide. Yeah? No doubt. And that's not, oh, YB, that's sus, and pause, and I don't care about pause. I don't care about sus. It's just what it is. Yeah? It's not, we don't have to complicate this. You, man, on a Friday night, because don't blame me. If you want to blame anyone, blame Billy. Blame your mans for not showing you no respect, because he could have, number one, he could have not come on social media for 6 months. How about that? That's what I was expecting him to do. I was expecting El Trabajan, the Cabaldon, to tell Billy, you know what? Your fans have been shilling. The YB's got us, you know what I mean? The YB's got his foot right on our neck. The best thing we can do is lay low. Oh, not Billy. Billy can't help himself. So he comes out with the one eye. Oh, and then luckily for you, man, you thought, and that's the thing. That's what gets me the most, yeah, is that you, man, thought for a minute, oh, YB, it's inverted, and oh, it's not the right eye, and oh. That's what you thought. You thought Billy was on your side, didn't you? Oh, YB, so no word of lie. One Don said, oh, YB, I can't believe you think you're 190 IQ, but you fell for the invert. Oops. Oops. YB fell for the inverted. Well, now what then? So show me. I can't wait for you, man, to explain which of these two eyes is now inverted then. Yeah, because like I said, mathematically, I'm looking forward to you, man, explaining how this one ain't the right one now this time. Because the thing as well, what gets me the most is, not one Don said, oh, YB, because I know what's coming next. What's coming next is, oh, well, you know, Billy's been eating special bare knuckle food, and it's like Ben Davidson said, it's the bare knuckle food which recovered it. But how we can debunk that already, yeah, is the fact that you, man, weren't saying that, yeah. Everyone was saying it's the wrong eye because it's inverted, so you can't have it both ways. Because you weren't saying no, YB, it's the right eye, but it's the bare knuckle food. That would have proved that you man are shillers, yeah. Because what you man need to do, the minute you start feeling, I can tell it's gonna be a whole bag of man who are mad at the YB. You're gonna be mad at the YB, and I understand half of it because, listen, if I was getting the face for on a Friday night, I'll be mad too. But that said, what you really need to do is take it out on Billy. Number one, ask Billy why he did you so wrong for. In fact, Billy's been doing you man wrong for a minute. He done you man wrong. To be fair, there was one Don actually. I'm going to give him a shout out at a later date. But one Don came out and said, in fact, you'll know who you are. But one Don came out in my comment section in the last few days and said, YB, you were right. I bet on Billy Ho Saunders and I ended up with a faceful. So shout out to that Don there. Yeah, but listen, he was the only one. Most of you Dons are in the know having asses. Most of you Dons are in the know having asses. You don't want to take no responsibility. A lot of you man was betting on Billy Ho, and rather than say, you know what, YB, yes I got a faceful, but rather than do that, you ended up doubling down. You haven't realised how wrong Billy Ho's been doing you. He did you wrong when you bet money on him and he jacked. He did you wrong when he wheeled out Eddie Hearns to lie. He did you wrong when he started putting videos out after 4 weeks. He did you wrong when he put full face video out after 4. He's just been mugging you, man. He hasn't give you anything. It almost reminds me of, have you seen Titanic, yeah? Titanic right at the end, and Leonardo DiCaprio is just about to fall off the door, yeah? It's almost Billy Ho's on the door. Billy Ho's that fire ginger chick, yeah? And you're and you're Leonardo DiCaprio, and Billy's just prying each one finger off one at a time. And you man, yeah, was on your last finger, and Billy just put this video out on a Friday night. Yeah? So, listen, end of the day, you can all see what's on the screen. Billy Ho ain't had no injuries. Everything I told you. And this is the thing. You, man, because it's not your fault, you man are slow. So it's what it is. I'm not mad at you. You can tell by my voice. Yes, don't get me wrong. I'm still going to give you, man, a face full, but I'm not sitting here mad. Because I didn't expect nothing from you, man. Because you, man, 70 IQ, and that's just what it is. Trust me, when you live as 190 IQ on, yeah, naturally, 99% of people are going to be 70 IQ or lower than you. So I'm used to living with a whole bunch of dopey dons. That's why I take it jovially. That's why I'm happy to give you a face full and tell you to keep it moving. Nothing personal here. That said, listen, it wasn't rocket science. It really wasn't rocket science. The man, I'm going to run just quickly before I go. I'm going to keep you long, I swear down. But the man in the corner, before we go, I'm going to run through all the basic things. So you low IQ dons can start reading up and doing some research. And next time, maybe you don't have to take a load on a Friday night. I'm trying to help you, man. This is what you call educating. You got some dons who just roast. I'm not here to roast. I'm here to educate and uplift, no doubt. Like I said, number one. And again, I didn't make these claims. Some goofies, yeah, some wannabes. We know all the wannabe YouTube channels, yeah. Some wannabe YouTube channels, they wait for the YB to post, and then they follow up and copy all the YB's bars, yeah. The YB is the original leaker, no doubt, yeah. You best believe the original source. I was the one ringing the hospital. I was the one getting medical leaks, no doubt, yeah. So listen, let me give you man a run. Let me give you man some homework to read up on, no doubt. Number one. In the corner, before the fight, before Billy Ho officially jacked, before Ben Davison chewed Billy Ho's ear off, yeah, the corner man, was ramming his metal cold thing, that big metal thing, he was jamming it in Billy's face, jamming it in there, and guess what? Never once did Billy flinch. Now let me tell you something, if your face was all cracked and dented, as everyone was alleging, there's no way that metal don is going to be jabbing Billy's face up like that. No way, don't make no sense. Don't make no sense. Not even a bit of sense does it make. That was the first thing, the first sign. Number two. After my man with the metal ting jabbed up Billy's face and Billy didn't make no reaction, you'd think, yeah, Billy would be pulling away saying, no, it hurts too much. Because bearing in mind, Billy was trying to get out of the fight, which means he was alleging he was in pain. So wait there. Billy was in pain enough, allegedly, not to want to get hit. Billy quit because he didn't want to get hit again in his so damaged eye. Wait a minute. But when my man with the metal ting was jabbing his eye, that wasn't causing no pain, was it? So which is it? Are you in pain and you need to get out because you don't want to get hit again? Or are you not in pain because Mr. Metal Man is jabbing your eye and you ain't doing nothing? Yeah? You man can fill the blanks in. That's the first thing. Second thing is, the doctor checked his eye and said you're good for another round. The third thing, Mark Tibbs said, Billy, you're good for another round. You're going out for another one. Yeah? And that's that. There right there was the critical keys before I even knew of anything. And then, to be fair, the fourth thing was Eddie. The minute Eddie came out, and with no, bearing in mind as well, like I said, bearing in mind, Eddie was speaking about, oh, you know, it's free cracked, his cheeks cracked. The way Eddie was carrying on, that there is typical MTK Ultra. That there is typical BBC style. Yeah? That there is typical BBC calling the Tower 7 thing 30 minutes before kind of thing. Yeah. Oh, yeah, the Tower's gonna, well, them ones. No doubt. That's what that was. How's Eddie coming out? But bearing in mind as well, Eddie is Mr. I need to see X-ray. So how is Mr. I need to see X-ray? How is Mr. I need to see X-ray saying, yep, his cheek was broken, his eye was broken? That there's a sign. Because you don't need to, when things is genuine, when things is real, you don't need to add pepper. You don't need to add seasonings. It just is what it is. No doubt. And then obviously, all the other little signs like no video footage, and the video footage we did get 3 weeks later was clear as you like. So there you are. Not to mention all the other little bits. Like I told you, I rang the hospital. All them little, you know what I'm saying? My medical done exposed the fact that you can't fly back with them kind of injuries after 3 days. You can't operate on them kind of injuries within 24 hours. Again, you don't want to listen to the sources. I told you. A surgeon told me. A surgeon called me up and said, YB, I've seen your video. It's absolutely impossible for someone to operate on an eye with such damage with the swelling there. We just wouldn't take the risk. The X-rays aren't. It's better. The information we're able to go on is clearer when the swelling goes down, no doubt. But most importantly, there's no way someone's flying back after that level of trauma and then having undergone surgery. What's the point? No one would want to take the risk on that. Just sit in a hotel for another week or two. That's what they'd be told. Not, oh, well, he took damage on a Saturday night, he operated on the Sunday night, and he was back home on the Wednesday. No. That's not how it works. But again, you man don't want to listen to that. So that's what you... Oh, YB, why do I have to get a mouthful on a Friday? You've been given ample opportunity to hop off the wagon. But you man was the same dons telling me about, oh, no, it's the camera, it's inverted. Oh, YB, I thought you were smart, but... Yeah? So now we'll see who's smart. When you man come to your appointment, yeah, tip your head back and open wide. That's what, yeah. Then we'll see who's smarter, no doubt. Because what we do know is the YB ain't the one. I've to check my book. I've to check my diary. I haven't got no appointments with no doctor, with no dentist on a Friday night. You man have. That's what we do know. Billy Ho has booked you in with Dr. YB. And Dr. YB telling you man to open wide, no doubt.